or just de-threaded, which is something that they started doing back in February. As you can see here, this is an article from The Verge. Twitter begins filtering abusive tweets out of your replies. Quote unquote abusive. So let's see what Twitter thought that we said that was so abusive that they had to remove it. Well, if we take a look here, this is what the reply originally looked like. So when you reply to a thread, what you'll see is it's directly connected. It has this line here, and it directly connects you into the reply thread of this tweet. And you'll be able to see all the replies that you have threaded down here. When they de-thread you, this is what it looks like. So it says that you're still replying to Trump, but if you actually go to the thread, which is right here, it's nowhere to be found. And you'll see that all of the replies are all negative, and all of the positive replies are completely removed. So my question is, what was so abusive about this tweet that Twitter felt the need to de-thread it? And this is what they're doing. They're claiming that they're removing quote-unquote abusive tweets out of your replies, but those abusive tweets are nothing more than positive replies, or even replies that aren't even necessarily negative to the president. So you can see again here, this is how it works. It's de-threading, and I'll show you guys the actual reply here. So we'll go to our replies, and if we go down, and what it does is it actually messes up the entire thread. So you'll see that someone's like, oh, you deleted your tweet, I can't follow this thread. Well, no, we didn't delete it. Twitter just actually de-threaded it. So now you can't see the remainder of the conversation, and it messes up all of our other replies. So let's go down, and here's the actual reply, right? And this was a reply thread. So I created a thread here because when you reply several times in a row, it boosts your ranking in terms of the replies underneath the president. So let's take a look here. And you'll see that not only is the original tweet back to the president gone, it's completely gone. You can't see the original thread because it's completely de-threaded. But also, all of these replies, this was one big chain of replies. They're all de-threaded from one another. So what they do is they don't only remove you from the main reply chain here, but they also de-link your entire chain of replies from one another. So this is a form of censorship. This is a form of hiding and suppressing positive replies to the president. And if you'll go right now to this tweet that I replied to, it's all negative. There's not one positive thing. Everything up the top is completely negative. Look at this. And all the positive replies are completely removed. Look at this. Every single tweet is all negative here. Why? Because Twitter thinks that positive replies to the president are abusive. And that's the problem with these companies. You know, they use these subjective terms like quote-unquote abusive, and they could define that however they want. Abusive to me can mean something completely different to Twitter, and that's what they're doing. And it appears that to Twitter, abusive means positive replies to the president. So there you go, folks. That's the reality. That's what's happening. Whether you like it or not, you're being shut up on Twitter. Here is what the original thread looks like. This is what a threaded conversation looks like on Twitter. And here's what it looks like when they remove you from the thread. There you go, folks. Now you know what's happening. So you know when your tweets disappear, when your replies disappear from the reply thread to the president, now you know why.